and welcome, my dear fans. Welcome to everyone. I will now go live. Just give me a few seconds till I get into the spirit of things. I have just arrived, and to be honest, this has been brutal, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm just trying to get into the spirit of things ASAP. Okay. All right. I'll get underway soon. That's looking already better. Man, been a rocky week, very rocky week. I was driving a lot today, and been a very, very rocky day. I'm gonna follow the vein right now. Let's see how it goes, guys. Fighters are ready for the veins. Let's get it underway. Very serious Alexander Rakic, the first to step on the scale. 205, I guess. Oh, he has changed a lot. 205. No way misses for Rakic. No way. $205 for Rakic. He's like a robot. Never missed the scale. Jan Blachowicz coming up next. Both are on point. Very, very big professionals. $205 for Blachowicz. $205.5 for Jan Blachowicz. Main is official. Let's. Amanda Rivas. Oh, look at this hot booty. Look at this hot body. She's so hot, man. Amanda Rivas. $125.5 for Rivas. Frank Camacho. 155. 155 for Camacho. Jake Hadley. Oh, I hope he's not gonna miss the scale this time. Jake Hadley. Hope he learned his lesson. $125.5 for Jake Hadley. Alan Nascimento. $125.5 for Alan Nascimento. Andre Petrovsky. $185 for Andre Petrovsky. Ion Cutelaba coming up next. Hulk Roar. Let's go. Cutelaba not gonna miss the skill. No way. $205. Hey, Jobaka, how are you? Just 1 second. Just need to shut the window down. Oh, I love this dude. Tatsuro Tairo. 125. Michael Johnson. The Menace. Hello, Jobaka. Menace looks drained. $155. Oyata Dragon Machida. Yeah, tonight gonna be Bellator. I don't know exactly when it gets underway. Nick Maximo coming up next. I only have 2 bets. Nick Maximo to win and Tatsuro Taira to win. Maximo is not talking muscular. Believe me, those guys are the most dangerous. $184.5. starts very early for Europeans. The Knicks maximum is a lock for me. Oh, that's awesome. Anel Torres coming up next. $155.5. Werner Jandiroba coming up next. Oh, look at those glasses. Man, she's hot in those glasses. $115 for Werner Jandiroba. Davy Grant coming up next, lads. $135.5 for Davy Grant. I can cover Bellator. Let's go, Grant. Yeah, Chewbacca, I can cover Bellator. It's very much normal time for me. Viviani Araujo or Viviani Araujo. I can say Viviani Araujo. Oh, look at those hot muscles. This chick is very, very strong. $125. Viviani Araujo, $125. Alan Patrick. Oh, he looks drained. He's barely walking. Patrick is looking drained, man. Mason Ipo guy. That's him. $156 for Alan Patrick. Candelario, Hill, Lee, Chokagian, Smoke, and Span left. Angela Hill. Angela Hill is so strong. Oh, she changed the hairstyle. She's even hotter now. She trains with Wilson Hayes. Extremely hot chica. $115.5. Angie. Oh, Angie. Guru sings it better than me. Andrea Lee. So many hot chicas tonight. $125. For me, Maximo and Taira, these are my bets. Nick Maximo and Tatsura Taira to win. I mean, they are my bets, so. Ran Span coming up next. Yeah, let's go. Rakic fighting tomorrow. I hope he's gonna whoop this guy's ass. Hope Rakic gonna win, man. Finally. $206 for rank span. Oh yeah, I hope Rakic wins. Stylistically, Blachowicz is a dream matchup for him, so I think Rakic wins. I hope so. Me too. I'm very hyped. Finally, for the first time in the history of this competition, if Rakic wins, Serbian fighter will be fighting for the belt, and I hope he will win. Decision win Rakic. Rakic is slow-paced fighter now. His strength and conditioning coach is now his head coach, so you've seen that he made stylistical changes in his fighting style, which is actually good, which is actually very good, because now we are not going to see Rakic guessing in the later rounds. Technical fighter, tactical. I think Blachowicz is done. Yeah, so many tactical and technical changes in his game plan, but let's go. I picked Rakic to win, and I hope he will. I think Rakic's decision is a very good odd, like plus, like heavy plus. Serial killer, how much is Rakic's decision? If Jan puts his pressure, it will make him open, and Rakic can just counter. Rakic is faster. We will see whether he will pressure or not. It depends a lot on Blachowicz's fighting style, but he didn't pressure Adesanya, so... You know, I was a bit surprised when he didn't pressure Adesanya. Got a feeling Alexander would stop him via leg kicks. His leg kicks underrated. Plus 225, that's a very good odd. Very, very good odd. Leg kicks, let's see. I just hope Rakic gonna win, man. I really want him to win so badly. I want to see Rakic Prochazka next. This is the match I want to see. Or Rakic Teixeira could be a good matchup. Yeah, that was a funny fight against Adesanya, but Smart still got the win. Rakic is too smart to get hit by power. Rakic will not fight at all with Blachowicz. You will see. It will be a technical fight. There's no way Rakic is going to chase this guy. No way. He changed his fighting style right now. No way he's gonna chase. I hope he's gonna win, man. But you know, the whole time I'm a big Rakic fan, so you know, when I heard that fight, it's gonna be funny. The whole time I'm gonna be like this, you know. I'm gonna be very nervous, like when Tony Ferguson was fighting Chandler. And then, man, nearly started crying when Tony lost that fight. Have him in parlay with decision win. Good luck, take no prisoners. Good luck, man. Also about Craig versus Ozdemir. I think Craig wins potentially via submission. So my friend Ranch, you know, Ranch, Capper Comparison Picks, he's using Bovada, and Bovada is giving early possibilities. But though the website I wrote you is actually describing every single bookie. Like in my state, which is kind of shitty, you can only bet in the week of the fight. So I have Tatsuro Taira for this and Nick Maximo for this. Like two singles. But yeah, I hope... Range is saying that Bovada is giving some early possibilities. Craig being my underdog for the last two fights, he never upsets me. What do you think? Is he gonna be the underdog again? Young Kutalaba versus Penn isn't going the distance. I say it's not gonna go the distance. I also say. Paul Craig is the best jitser or the best BJJ fighter in the whole division. And if he drags Volkan to the ground, you know, DC choked him out. Like, DC is excellent wrestler, but when it comes to grappling, I don't see a better grappler in the whole division than Paul Craig. So I'm thinking, but maybe... how's that Brazilian? Almeida. No, Almeida is heavyweight now. If he's in danger, he goes down, just like Oliveira. Jailton Almeida is now heavyweight or he is still light heavyweight? Can somebody correct me, please? He used to be light heavyweight. I think now he's heavyweight. That guy Jailton Almeida. He's also excellent grappler. But like Paul Craig, think nobody's like Paul Craig when it comes to grappling skills. Heavyweight. Okay. Then Paul Craig is officially the best in the division. Then I have no dilemma. He's officially the best. Parker Porter, yeah. Paul Craig, the best 205-pound grappler. If he drags Ozdemir to the ground, the fight is over. Like, he can't fight him otherwise. Yeah. I know he's slated to fight Parker Porter, but I was wondering, is that just a temporary? Is it a temporary trip, or he plans to stay at 265? Jailton Almeida could knock out Glover Teixeira. Well, Take No Prisoner says he is heavyweight now, so he will not be fighting Teixeira. Not sure. So you're not sure whether this is a temporary trip or this is like final decision, or his move to 265 is a final move like John Jones. Okay, we will see anyway. We will see. But yeah, I know. Jailton Almeida is a heck of a fighter. But Paul Craig is the best 205er when it comes to grappling. I got no dilemma on that. And with Volkan's takedown defense is not the greatest. You've seen what DC was doing to him. Like, I don't think his grappling defense is good, and I don't see his takedown defense being good. Plus, Volkan Ozdemir can't offer many lateral moves. I don't know why he chose this kind of matching. He was doing so good in light heavyweight. I don't know either. I mean, let's be honest. Parker Porter has strong hits. I mean, Parker Porter is fat, but if he hits you once, his punches are heavy, man. I don't know. Almeida is playing with fire. I think Almeida wins, but he's playing with fire, man. These heavyweight guys are strong. This is playing with fire, if you ask me. Good cardio. Excellent cardio. I mean, it's really playing with fire, man. If you want to go to heavyweight, like, do it like John Jones, like gain 40, 50 pounds. That's something different. But like 205er to go to heavyweight, way to go, man. But I think that's a suicidal mission. I really think that's a suicidal mission, man. I mean, okay, William Knight versus who was fighting William Knight? Grishin. Grishin already fought at heavyweight, so for him that's normal. He used to fight at heavyweight, but Knight was 218, I think, and Grishin was 206. But Grishin won him fair and square very much easily. That's okay if you have to, but like Almeida weighs only 220, man, and he's moving up. Way to go, man. Very brave move. William Knight at heavyweight looks like unhuman. How much did he weigh? 250, right? Knight should be in movies. Serial Hiller, how much did he weigh at his last weigh-in? Was it 250, 240, 260? How much did he weigh? I forgot. 256? Whoa. 256. Man, Hulk. He might lose if he won't be able to take him down. Porter just traps him at the cage and dirty box him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, at 205, he's stronger than majority of the opponents, but he's not stronger than Porter, man. You know, I'm afraid of bulky guys. I mean, I'm dead ass, man. I'm afraid of bulky guys. When I see a fighter with big muscles, I'm like, that's good. He's going to have cardio for 2 rounds, maybe 1 round. But when I see a fat guy or a guy like, for example, Nick Maximo, believe me, I'm scared of those types of guys. Like, they can fight for 10 rounds, man. Like Nick Maximo, for example. They never get tired. Guys without muscles. Like, for example, Nick Diaz, Nick Maximo, Nate Diaz. I hate Tony Ferguson. I hate those type of fighters. If you ask me, is there anybody you would never fight? Believe me, guys like Nate Diaz, never. Literally never. Hoival. Parker Porter can fight too. His stamina is pretty good. For heavyweight, his stamina is 8 out of 10, which is excellent. Moreno, yeah. Moreno has no muscles at all. Hoivel has no muscles at all. Who else? Hold on, this guy. There's another guy with insane cardio. Holloway. He can fight for 10 rounds and he has no muscles at all. Ortega. Who else? Jordan Levitt, yes. There are many, like guys without muscles. Hello, James, how are you doing? Believe me, I'm super scared of guys without muscles because they never get tired. Like this guy, Maximo, against Punahele Soriano, Maximo was constantly pressuring. I'm like, when did you get all this energy, man? I don't know about cardio, but lack of muscle. Lack of muscle guys are very dangerous. Guys, I'll show you something. I'm a guy with a lack of muscles. See, I don't have much muscles. Chikadze gets tired easy. I wanted to ask you, take no prisoners. This is like, what do you think? Why Chikadze gets tired so easily? Like he's good for 3 rounds, maybe because he used to fight in Glory or, he is extremely dangerous within the first 3 rounds. But in championship rounds, he's slowing down. I don't know why. But Chikadze is not the guy with huge muscles. That's maybe he's cutting too many pounds. He is looking pretty much normally. Chikadze showed heart against Qatar. He never gave any interview. Yeah, I know he never gave any interview. I know. I really don't know, man, why. Maybe he's cutting too many, but he's not a guy with big muscles. I've been following him so closely, but he never explained yet. I know, I'm trying to decode that. I mean, I would understand if Chikadze is like a guy with big muscles, but he looks normally, like a normal person you see in the street. He looks very normally. That's so strange for me. That Chikadze's lack of gas tank. I don't know why. I mean, he's a great fighter, but Chikadze is cutting a lot. You think so? How much does he weigh? 190. Oof. 190, man, I walk around 180. 190. But he gets so fast. I guess that constant backing up is so draining. I assume it is. How do those guys cut that many pounds? If I cut 20 pounds, I would literally kill somebody, but literally, it's... I don't know what are these guys doing. Way to go, guys. My worst weight cut was 20 pounds in my life. I only cut 20 pounds once and never. Like 10 pounds is fine, but 20. No, I'm like, my vision is blurred. My vision gets blurred when I cut 15 plus. I can't. My body cannot handle it. I'm like 10 pounds is fine. 15 so. 20. Blurry vision. My body is defending. I know a guy from a local MMA gym, Achille. He's now fighting at FNC, a local promotion, but I hope he will be UFC guy one day. He walks around 185, cuts to 155, and I ask him, man, how are you feeling when you're cutting weight? He's saying, 15 pounds is fine, 20 pounds, so. I ask, how about 30 pounds? He's saying, do not ask me. I'm like, why? Just don't ask me. Okay. He gets angry when I ask him that question. I mean, I go regularly on that gym. What do you think of Andrea Lee? I think Andrea Lee has a lot of cardio, honestly. I mean, she surprises me with a good cardio. That's something I haven't seen. And like technicality, she surprised me a lot with that. How have you been, Vlad? Everything okay? Everything is fine, JJ Tosk. How are you doing? I think Andrea Lee improved herself, and I think Andrea Lee evolved through time. I mean, you think she'll be able to take her down? Well, she has decent chances. I'm going to tell you one thing about Andrea Lee. You see, lateral movements. If you watch Andrea Lee 4 fights ago and Andrea Lee now, she's working on her lateral movements, and her lateral movement has improved a lot. And her takedown offense is very tricky now. Earlier she used to wrestle and forward, just trying out. Now she feints and takes down. So she evolved through time. That's what I'm trying to explain. Yes, she has the chance of dragging the opponent to the ground. She's been fighting smart lately. She's fainting a lot, which is positive. She's moving to the side, which is positive. She's evolving through time. Yes, I do think she improved herself a lot. She's very good. Yes, I agree. I'm backing that up. Decision? Yeah, potentially. Potentially. Never seen Lee tired. Have you ever seen Lee tired? Because I haven't. I have never seen Lee guessing, and she's extremely good on the ground. She's evolving through time. I hope Spen won't do some Superman shit and gets dominated by Kutelaba. Spen will probably try to fight toe-to-toe. Spen is, same like Jordan Wright, kill or be killed. Who should the Diamond fight next? That's a good question. Who is free now at the division? I've never seen Lee not throw volume. I wanted to say that too, Serial Killer. Jessica outstruck Arujo. Yes, she did. Spen is always fighting toe-to-toe, Spen is like kill or be killed fighter, and I don't know, he should fight a bit smarter, especially against Kutelaba. If he fights like Ankalaev, he's probably gonna win, but Spen is always throwing some heavy volume early on and then guesses out. He's similar to Terence McKinney, that type of a fighter. Terence knocks you out early, or he loses early. Like Jordan Wright, the same. Oh, thank you, JJ Tulls. Thank you so much for this diamond. I wonder who is free. I wonder who is free in that weight class. Mike Mateta. Let me see. You're asking about Dustin Poirier or Mike Blood Diamond Mateta? I'm not sure who are you asking about. Because Blood Diamond is slated to fight Orion Koshche. Are you... Dustin versus Justin. Sorry. You said Diamond because there is Blood Diamond, which is Mike Mateta, who is slated to fight Orion Koshche, and there is Dustin Poirier. Dustin versus Justin, maybe. Yes, I want to see that fight. Are you eager for it, guys? Because I am. Yeah, I would like to see that fight. That sounds like a great fight. No, really. That's an awesome fight. That would be an epic fight. Like, you have a volume guy versus heavy leg kicker and the volume guy, and we wouldn't see much of a ground fight, which could be super entertaining for the fighters to watch. Like, no trash talk, but if you're a fan of a stand-up game, count me in, man. I mean, I'm learning to wrestle now. Wrestling is so complex and hard, but I know that majority of MMA fans prefer watching stand-up game, violent exchanges, so I understand how everything functions. I started to understand the rematch would be so good. Absolutely, man. I think this is a great way to go. Really, 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 really great way to go. Yes. I agree with that. I think that's actually a great idea, Manu. But I thought you asked me about Mike Blood Diamond Mateta, like Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Like, when somebody says Diamond, I usually also waiting for Islam Dariush. You think they're gonna let them fight? I hope Dariush wins. Islam seems so cocky. You think they're gonna let them fight after all the circumstances that happened at 155? You don't think they're going to make some last-minute changes, etc., because I have some reasons to doubt, because Oliveira didn't... I mean, Oliveira defended the belt, but technically he didn't. Dennis said Islam will face Dariush. I know he said, but Dana White is always... He is known for changing his mind, so that's like... I have, I have slight dilemma, Have very slight dilemma. But I would like to see that fight. If you ask me, yes, yes, and yes, 100% yes. Say yes to the dress. Let me see Islam versus Dariush. Dariush has a lot of great angles. Charles versus Islam then. For me, that would be the best fight in the history of this competition. But I'm going to tell you something. Dariush also evolved through time, and Dariush and Muhammad have very, very similar fighting styles. So I think Dariush versus Islam would be stylistically very bad matchup for Makachev. But technically, I want to tell you that Charles versus Islam would be a hard matchup, very hard matchup for Makachev, because Oliveira is brutally good on the ground, plus he is good in the stand-up. And if there is one guy to crack Dagestani wrestling, Dagestani domination, and standing on the ground like domination, keeping hips low, sweeps, transitions, if there is one guy to decode that type of fighting, it could be Charles Oliveira. But I think Dariush is a bad matchup for him. Dariush is open in a lot of angles, and Dariush and Muhammad are stylistically very bad matchup for everybody in the division. I think the most technical fight in the whole division would be Dariush versus Dariush versus Muhammad. In the stand-up, Charles would mess him up, yes, but the fight is not going to stay in the stand-up forever. Like same with the Chandler. Chandler is just a typical wrestler. I can't call Chandler a high-level wrestler. He's just more of a typical, but he also evolved through time, if you know what I mean. Oh, thank you, man. Thanks so much. Okay, for this week, best three-piece parlay for Bellator and UFC this week. I'm going to respond you 1 second. I'm going to give you a few ideas, and you can choose your one. You will give me 2 minutes, okay? I'm going to tell you which picks I played first. Hold on. I'm gonna give you just 1 second. Let me check what I played. Okay, there you go, this one. Okay. I think Islam will take the belt from Charles. That could be awesome. This is pick number 1. You have Tyra to win, Maximo to win, and Storley to win. This was pick number 1. I placed my money on Tyra. I placed my money on Maximo. Storley also to win because of wrestling. Think Islam will take the belt from Charles? Good question. Okay, I'm going to give you some more tips. Hold on. Yes, but Charles doesn't have the belt. Yes, he doesn't. I'm going to give you more tips. Okay, just to say. You can check the odds and see whether it fits for you. Okay. Okay, I'm typing now. Word. These are low odds. Trying to give you something with good odds. Look, trainer, I'm going to fade that guy. Denise kill. Okay, I'm giving you some other. Edward Machida, I'm gonna fade that one. I'm gonna fade that one. Wilde Davis fading. UFC. And then. Have another one. Ankam to win, Choka to win, and I have. Where is this fight? I'm just looking for one fight that I marked. I'm just opening this. Hold on a sec. No trainer. Okay, there you go. Bellator prelims. Yes, I know. There you go. Take no prisoners. Enkam to win, Choka to win, Vaihil to win. My underdog pick is Kena Watanabe for Bellator. I'm going to give you another underdog pick for UFC. I'm going to tell you my underdog picks, but I must see who is the underdog. I never look who is the underdog. Shit, man. I picked Angie Hill. I usually pick 3 or 4. I only picked MG from unders. Just opening. Let me see. Hivas. No, I don't see Hivas winning. I think Choka wins. Camacho Torres, I see Torres winning. Nascimento Headley, I would fade that fight. Nascimento is too good, man. I was thinking Nascimento is not the greatest fighter, but in his last outing, I realized that I made a brutal mistake. So I'm fading that fight. I think Headley wins, but I'm fading this. Johnson Patrick, I'm also fading because Patrick is the IPO guy. You know what happened against Jones. Tyra, Maximov. Let me see in Bellator. Who am I gonna fade? Enkamp, okay. K. Jackson. Andrew Fisher is okay. This is also okay. I think Jackson going to defeat Elina Kalionidou. I think also. Let me see which else. Luke Trainer. I think he wins, but I have some kind of a fear about that fight. Andrew Fisher, okay, that Fisher Korkmaz, maybe he's gonna win, but I'm fading. Lee Chadwick versus Maciej Rozansky, I'm fading. I would even dare to say that Chadwick has the chance. Charlie Ward should win Alan Carlos. Kiara Penko versus Onchana Green. I don't see Kiara winning. I think Green is actually decent dog. Paul Daly, this is his last fight of the career. He's from your hometown. That's awesome, champ. That's awesome. Guys, I just have a question. As Paul Daly, this should be his last fight. He should win, right? So can it be fixed? What do you think? Can this fight be fixed? I mean, this is his last fight of the career. You don't want to retire with a loss, right? Does it make sense to you? He gets a KO, I don't think he will retire. He hinted a retirement, but of course, I don't know whether he is going to retire really or not. Paul Daly is the warrior, so I don't know. I don't see Paul Daly retiring. Like, they gave him a can to KO. Yes, I know. That's why I'm wondering whether the fight is fixed. So I would also put Daly in a parlay, but I would be shy in putting Daly to the parlay as if you retire, with a victory. But Daly is the warrior. He's not a guy who gives up. That's something that makes no sense to me. Like, yes, it's in his hometown, but you know what's the problem? That guy Daly, I'm following the guy for like 12 years. I have never heard or seen that guy backing down. I've never seen him like retiring, moving, staying away. He's not that type of a guy, man. He's simply not that type of a guy. Imagine a Prime Daly in the UFC now. Top 10 to 5. Top 5. Absolutely top 5. His mentality is 11 out of 10. I'm back in very swiftly. I'm back. Just 1 second. His mentality is 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10. "11 out of 10 is his mentality." And when they say like Daly is retiring, I'm like, Daly is retiring. Daly versus Buckley is a dream matchup. Who would win that fight? No offense, man, but Daly is not in his prime anymore. I know he's from your hometown, but He is not in his prime. That's a problem. If you're asking me about Prime Daily would piece up like Prime Daily would be able to fight everybody out of top 10. Bellator start in 15 minutes. Yes, I know. I will only cover Bellator main card. I am not going to cover prelims. Nick versus Daly was awesome. Nick versus Daly was one of the best fights I've ever seen. Hit me. Come on. Hit me. What? And Daly is like, okay, let's bring it on. You know, that talking throughout the fight, that was so epic. Nick is like, come on, you motherfucker, hit me. Daly is like, okay, let's bring it on, man. What a great fight it was. Davy Grant is from my hometown too. Really? Awesome. Outstanding, man. Safest Bellator parlay. Safest? Safest is a hard question. I know which is safest UFC. Like, where did I put money safest? Hold on. I have a feeling that Daly's fight... I have some feeling that the fight is potentially fixed. I don't know why, but I have that kind of a feeling. Ward, Daly, Storley. That could be the safest. Yes, Ivanov is Bulgarian. He's out of Sofia. I was born in Kyustendil, which is only 90 kilometers from Sofia. Ivanov is originally from Sofia, the capital of Bulgaria, and I am from Kyustendil. This is a city... I was born in Kyustendil, which is a city 90 kilometers away from Sofia. It's like... it's 55 miles southwest of Sofia. Those Bulgarians have rock chins. Yes, they do. And also Romanians. Have you seen Nicolae Negumereanu, man? Have you seen Nicolae Negumereanu against Alexa Chamur? Like, this guy hits to the chin. He's like... Negumereanu is like... And also Yonku Telaba has rock solid chin. But Negumereanu, have you seen him? Like, this guy is hitting also Diana Bilbita, and Negumereanu is like, Bulgarians are very tough. Yeah, they are. Have you seen him? He's like, Negumereanu is like, it's the Eastern European chin. Yes, it is, man. It is. Many people say Eastern European chin is the strongest one. About Rakic, I also think he has a very good chin. I think he has, but I can't guarantee. But I think he has. Never seen Rakic being knocked out. Welsh chin is underrated. Mason Jones, man. Josh Reed. He is Cage Warriors fighter. How many shots can this guy eat? John Phillips, Jack Marshman, Mason Jones. I think Mason Jones... John Phillips, yeah, John Phillips was strong. Jack Marshman, yeah, Jack Marshman too. Yeah, Phillips versus Marshman, so many heavy hits, and nobody went down. They paired two fighters out of else. But Mason Jones, I had him 3 times on my podcast. He's a really, really, really great guy. And it's almost impossible to knock him out. But he thought he lost the first fight. Hence, I've seen Mason Jones winning his first fight. Mason Jones is well-rounded. Yes, he is. Excellent fighter. Just excellent. Also in Cage Warriors, Mason Jones was having brutal chin. The Martian. Gustafsson Prime versus Rakic Prime. Who wins? That's a hard question because Gustafsson nearly defeated John Jones. I even think he won John Jones. Rakic is in prime right now, so I think Rakic fights smarter. I would give edge to Rakic, but that's a hard question. Jake Hadley is fighting. These Cage Warriors fighters are taking over. Yes, they do, but Jake Hadley has a very dangerous opponent. Like Alan Nascimento is brutal opponent, man. I underestimated Alan Nascimento in his last fight. I'm not going to do that again. Believe me, Jake Hadley is going to have a hard time against Nascimento. I didn't want to put Hadley in my parlay because when I've seen Nascimento in his last fight, I said, man, I'm fading that. I'm fading. I was like, I want Hadley to win so badly, but I doubt he's going to finish Nascimento. I'm not saying he can't finish Nascimento, but it's going to be hard. Do I want him to win? Yes, and yes. When it comes to Alexander Rakic, I hope he wins, man. I really hope he wins. I don't know whether Blachowicz is gonna pressure or not. That's also a tricky question. Not sure about that. I'm happy that Ivanov won. Me too, man. Against Rogerio de Lima, I knew the fight was gonna turn ugly. I know Ivanov is defensive fighter. Very defensive. And I was like, man, just let Ivanov win decision, please. And Ivanov won 2 rounds, thanks God. I scored 2-1 Ivanov, but I wasn't sure whether he won or not. I was afraid. Yes, I was. I was afraid a lot. That's life, I think. Rakic by UD, yes. Gonna be a boring fight. Oh, yes, I know. Rakic is super technical right now. And Blachowicz didn't press much against Adesanya, so it can turn into a boring fight. Believe me, guys, it can. Yes, it can. Is it gonna be a boring one? Probably yes. But I hope Rakic gonna win that one. Maybe he's not the most entertaining fighter to watch, but he needs to win, man. If you win, that's success. Maybe you're not gonna sell the greatest number of pay-per-views, but if you win, you win. I'm half Serbian, so of course I want Rakic to win. Who are we waiting for? 3 fighters, I think. I think 3 fighters haven't appeared yet. Hold on. Smolka, Chokagian, and Candelario. Fight of the night, David Grant, and performance of the night is Jon Cutelaba. Performance of the night, almost probably gonna be Jon Cutelaba. Does the English prospect have a future fighting in Bellator? You know, Chewbacca, I'm gonna tell you one thing, but maybe you're gonna get angry. Bellator, I don't like Bellator sparring. So Bellator sometimes spares wrestler versus wrestler, striker versus striker, wrestler versus striker, only to, to promote some specific fighters. So it depends on whether Scott Coker likes that guy or doesn't like that guy, if you know what I mean. So I'm not sure whether you understand what I'm trying to say, but I don't like that at Bellator. Are you scared of Spen's freakish power? Yes. I am, because Spen is kill or be killed fighter. Yeah, I get it. I will never underestimate Jan. If he hits him once, the fight is over. Absolutely. And Rakic is not gonna brawl. I know. I don't underestimate Jan at all. Rakic will not brawl. No way he brawls, Jan. His strength and conditioning coach is now his head coach. No way he's gonna brawl. No way. Everybody who tried to brawl Jan lost the fight, so it would be insanity. Only Prochazka would brawl Jan. Eggs. Awesome. Eggs and bacon. So it's dinner time for you, Spud. I don't like the way Bellator matchmakes fighters, matchmaking in Bellator. I really don't like matchmaking in Bellator because they protect some fighters that I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's fine. I mean, protecting specific fighters, it's wrong, man. Why do you give some fighters a chance and don't give other guys a chance? It's counterintuitive. You're destroying. Sorry. You are destroying some guys with that kind of behavior. Bellator gives boxing vibes. Yes. Bulgarian crowds, only brothers in Balkan. Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. But you are right about Bellator. I don't know. They protect some fighters, but I don't know what are they gonna get with that. Like, why are you protecting specific fighters? Why don't you give everybody a similar chance? Why would you protect some kind of a wrestler against some? Why would you give a high-level wrestler, for example, Ken? They were trying to protect Aaron Pico on many occasions. And when Corrales knocked him out cold, they changed their mind. Chadwick? I think Chadwick has decent chances to win this fight. He's a massive underdog. Thanks, champ. Yeah. I think Chadwick has decent chances to win. I mean, I know that Masi is a dangerous opponent, but odds are kind of off, man. Chadwick has decent chances. Bellator is corrupt. Yes, it is corrupt, man. Very corrupt. I mean, it's not okay to protect a fighter. Like, for example, when we're already talking about protecting fighters, is Soldic gonna officially join UFC or he rejects again? I mean, he's a legend at KSW, so is he officially joining or he stays at KSW? I've heard some rumors of joining. I hope they're gonna give him like a top 10 fighter to start if he chooses to join. Because one day I find the article officially. So he's joining. That's gonna be great. Soldic versus Burns. That could be a great fight to make. I would like to see it. If they give him top 5, bring it on, baby. If he's 170, he is 2-division KSW champ. I just want to see Soldic once in the UFC. So, KSW and UFC, for me, this is... for me, at least, that's a big difference. Just to see him once in the UFC and I'll say whether he is a champ or not. I hope, man, but for Prochazka, you remember what I said for Prochazka? I just want one fight in the UFC and I'm gonna tell you whether he is the champ or not. Prochazka fought once. I told you he will win the title. So when I see Soldic fighting once in the UFC, I will say champ or not. I hope he is, but that's one and only thing I want to see. I'm not underrating KSW. This is a good organization, but UFC is the elite of the elite. The best ones on the planet are in the UFC. Also, I think Cage Warriors is harder to win than KSW, but KSW pays you way more money. Yeah, you were so right for Prochazka. Yes. Oh, thank you, Spud. I remember it. Yeah, you were following me back then. When you asked me for Prochazka, I said, okay, guy's the rising champ. Let me see one fight in the UFC. I picked Prochazka to win Ozdemir because of Ozdemir's holes in the game. When Prochazka won, I said this guy is a champ. Prochazka knocked out Hess. Teixeira is a different type of fighter. Prochazka's weights are okay, but Teixeira cannot stand his punches, but Teixeira can drag him to the ground. So I don't know whether Prochazka is going to pressure Teixeira. I don't know whether he will pressure. If Teixeira chooses to brawl, he's going to get knocked out, but Teixeira will try to drag the fight to the ground. I'm pretty much sure he will try to stick to that kind of tactics. Man, where are those three? We're waiting for three fighters for a whole hour, man. Fuck it. Bellator card is getting underway. I'm going to cover Bellator main card only. Can't cover the prelims. Need to rest a bit. Yeah, need to rest a bit. Back in the top. True, mano. Yeah. Are the prelims? Yeah, they should be free. Prelims are always free for Bellator. Yeah, they should be on YouTube. I think so. Let me check, but prelims are always free. Prelims YouTube 1 p.m. Eastern time. Ariane and Rakic gonna fight in small cage or big cage? UFC Apex. Apex is a small cage, unfortunately. This is a fight night, not a pay-per-view. I know it sucks, man. It very much sucks. So shitty decision, right? Rakic by decision or Yankee or TKO. Yeah. Oh man, where are these guys? It's getting annoying, man. Like waiting for 3 opponents for the whole hour. No, I'm getting irritated. Very much getting irritated by this. Yeah, Alan Patrick. Is MMA guru the kind of food? The king of food. No, the king of Pepsi. Not the king of food, the king of Pepsi. Never seen a guy who enjoys Pepsi that much. But I mean, Guru is a friend of mine. He's a great guy, but he is also a huge fan of Pepsi. I think Pepsi should officially sponsor that guy. I've been incredibly busy. Hey, how are you, Jamie? How's everything doing? Man, 10-8, his Pepsi every time, yeah. 12-6 Pepsi. How are you doing, Jamie? How's everything doing? Louis Smolka. Louis Smolka. Smolka walking normally. Looking okay. Smolka is like, come on, man, bring it on. 136. I'm moving house tomorrow, so I've been moving shit around. You're moving? Where will you live then? I mean, you're moving to other part of the city, or MMA Guru puts his Pepsi in a crucifix, then finishes it. Yeah, MMA Guru training with Pepsi. Oh, this is Pepsi bottle. Same town, better house. I'm gonna Pepsi you out. Oh, look at this bottle. That would be MMA Guru. That's why MMA Guru has awesome ground and pound, in the case you didn't know. Yeah, but Guru is the king. Believe me, I love the guy. But that's the secret of his training. Oh, look at this bottle. I can't drink now. I'm gonna train my elbows on it. MMA Guru puts his Pepsi on a stick, then lifts it like weight. So yeah. But why? Can I ask you one question? Why are everybody saying MMA Guru? Oh, Pepsi. Oh, Pepsi. Why everybody mentioning Pepsi together with MMA Guru? I mean, I've seen him doing that few times, but is this like his trademark or? Because so many people in my chat, when they mention MMA Guru, they're like, "Did you see him drinking Pepsi?" I'm like, "What?" You say Coke is better. I don't drink Pepsi or Coke. I drink neither of them. I don't drink Pepsi and I don't drink Coke. But if you say Coke is better, he will ban you. Did he ban somebody because of it? Pretty sure his trademark drink. King. Oh, look at this bottle of Pepsi. Now I'm gonna train my elbows. I can't drink tonight. And does it freak you out when people say, "Did you poop today?" No. Why would it freak me out? No, why would it freak me out? No, I would start laughing. Why? I told you I freak out when fights are cancelled. I would laugh if they say something like that. It's funny. It's when I freak out, I only freak out when the fight is cancelled. You've probably seen that. You follow me for a very long period of time. When did I freak out? Only when the fight is cancelled. I'm looking sleepy throughout the fights, and this is because of maths. I mean, it's not because I hate somebody But when the fight gets cancelled, I'm like, I only go wild when the bout gets cancelled. Or, for example, when it was the last minute cancellation of Luzon versus Cowboy. It was so. It was so hard moment for me, man. Such a hard experience. I know Derry booked the fight. I know. I understand you, man. Derry booked the fight, but I was so hyped. And then my favorite cowboy had to pull out. Nearly started crying, man. No, nearly, like... Of course, man. Of course. I do it every day. So Guru gets angry for that. Have you cried in a UFC event? Many times. Yes, many times. Many times. When my favorite fighter loses, yes. When Silva was retiring, I was crying. Wonderful. Wow. Many times, man. I don't know if you noticed, but I started crying when Tony got knocked out. I don't know whether you've seen that from the glasses or not, but if you rewatch that, you will see. Have you pooped yourself? Of course, man. Everybody did that when he was a baby. Carlos Candelario coming up next. Everybody was doing that when he was a baby. When I was a kiddo, I guess. Hold on, just a second. Carlos Candelario has to take his spats off. Shit, man. Oh, fuck, man. Why, man? This is the worst thing. Caitlin Chukagian, and this is the end of the vein officially, guys. Caitlin Chukagian, this is the end of the veins. This is gonna be the end of the veins, just to know. After Caitlin Chuk, I'm gonna go with last minute picks and predictions at 3:30 p.m. I need to rest a bit. I was traveling whole day, and to make another prediction then. Caitlin Chukagian, she's looking okay. 125.5. All right, guys. Unfortunately, we have one vein miss. I hope Candelario is going to be able to cut that weight. So, officially, thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for staying with me. I love you all, guys. You are the best. And in around 2.5 hours, I will tune in. So, let's bring it on. Let's bring it on, guys. We're gonna enjoy, and thank you so much for your donations. You're the best, guys, and for your support. I mean, you rock. I love you all. So in like 2 hours, best last minute picks predictions, and of course I'm gonna add Bellator.